shortcuts. Midas insane, yeah.
No shortcuts. I'm here to give you motivation and a little bit of inspiration. No shortcuts. Me and the boss ain't easy. Every day somebody needs me. It's no shortcuts. I wake up stretched, say a prayer, coffee and then some fresh air. Time to get it poppin'. I got a fresh 24. Hopefully I'm blessed with plenty more. Meanwhile, I'm thankful for the fire on the inside burning. I keep earning as the world keeps turning. The thing about life is you never stop learning. Hoping everybody Maxwell, Vernon. You make a plan, then you stick to it. Even in tough times, get through it. So get to it. And make sure your family's straight. We going worldwide, you understanding me, mate? Providing a platform where like minds can meet. Closed mouths don't get fed, want everybody to eat. On Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Tuesdays at noon, let's all get rich. It's no shortcuts.
Tell a friend to tell a friend about the No Shortcut Show.
Yeah. I see you producing back there.
Yeah, I had to get this thing off the screen.
I thought you was cueing and action.
No.
Yeah.
I gotta get your cue card. I gotta get your cue card ready behind you too.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, come on in. Welcome. It is another Tuesday. It is 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome to another installment of the No Shortcuts Show, ladies and gentlemen, with Midas and Fame. We want to thank you guys for coming and joining us for your lunch hour. We're gonna let that play just a little bit.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a runway for it.
What's happening?
Yes, sir, man. Hey, just glad to be here. Spring is upon us. I'm wearing my spring beachy vibes today. You know. Yeah, we're here. Man. And before we want to proceed, we want to
Hawaiian Sophie theme.
Hawaiian Sophie, yes, sir. I like it. Hawaii 5-0, Sophie, all of the Hawaiis, you know? Yeah, but we want to make sure we take a moment because last time we were on, it was last Tuesday, and we want to take a moment to shout out all of the mothers for Mother's Day. Want to say happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Absolutely. I had the opportunity to celebrate with my lovely mother and my family this past Sunday, and it's always a beautiful time. According to my schedule, I only got a chance to hang out for about an hour or so. I arrived late and had to leave fairly on the early side to get back up this way to get my son prepared for school Monday morning. But as I was telling him, a little bit of time is better than no time at all. So we wanted to take a moment to say that to you all. And today is Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for another episode, as I aforementioned, of your hottest internet sensation, your favorite Tuesday platform, your midday relaxation at the work cubicle, all of that good stuff. The No Shortcut Show, ladies and gentlemen.
For sure. Yeah. What's up? Good morning or good afternoon, Miss Frances Hardison in the house.
Hello, Mom.
Thank you for joining us as usual.
Yeah, I think I saw my brothers here. What's up, Matt?
Matt, what's happening?
Absolutely.
Juan.
Hey, the Superman.
The Superman.
Hey, I told Famous if I knew he was gonna wear his Superman shirt today, I would have worn mine. Yeah. What's up, Juan? I sent you a message by the way. I'm gonna try to grab a couple of those raffle tickets from you, bro, and I'm gonna follow up. I sent you a message so I can go ahead and proceed with that. Sure. Definitely want to support you because you support us week in and week out. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you are an entrepreneur and you are in the chat right now, you hanging out with us, as we always encourage you to do, drop your business link in the chat with the brief synopsis of what it is that you do, because even after we leave this live broadcast, others will be able to view the comments and view the episode. And even though we have a special guest on, we want to also help our guests who are entrepreneurs that are on. We want to potentially drive some business your way as well. So
absolutely. Let us know what you're eating for lunch today. Let us know what's going on with your weekend.
Please let us know what you're eating for lunch. You know, we like to and if you're willing to share some. You know,
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we
check out
definitely,
Juan Velasquez Cruise Planner's drawing. The drawing is on May 20th
which is
for the free
Saturday.
cruise courtesy of Virgin Voyages for sure. So check him out
Yes,
on the book. He says on the Facebook. Check him out on the Facebook.
on the
Juan
Facebook,
Velasquez.
and the proceeds are for a good cause, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
yeah. The
So
proceeds of the raffle go out to the all proceeds go to the Haven Men's Shelter in Rock
yeah,
Hill. So that's
and
awesome.
and I know some of y'all stand in line and play lottery tickets. So if you one of those people that be holding up the line,
Yeah,
doing scratch offs and all that, surely you can get a couple of raffle tickets for a good cause, and potentially win yourself a
yeah.
cruise
You
or
might
a
get yourself a
vacation.
cruise. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Ain't nothing wrong with a free
absolutely.
cruise, man.
Nah, I
Courtesy of
agree.
cruise
Yeah.
planners.
Yeah. So thank you all for being here, guys. Feel free to share this
Yeah,
on your individual pages. We just doing our preliminaries, going through house cleaning, and before we get into introducing our guests. But as we are going through our motions here, please feel free to share. We want to
yeah,
say hello and welcome to everybody that's joining us on Facebook. Hello and welcome to everybody that's joining us live right now on YouTube, and and welcome to everyone that's joining us live right now on Twitch. And if you are watching the replay, hello and welcome to you as well.
yeah. And make sure you share this. Tag somebody in a post. Share it with your friends and family so they can watch it now or later. It's definitely going to be some really important conversations happening today. So we appreciate you all being here on time. We thank you.
Yeah, punctual.
And we're gonna introduce our guests in just a minute. But like you said, we just do our little preliminaries, man. How was your weekend?
Weekend was great, man. If I were, let's just go back to Thursday. So I don't want to take up too much time. But Thursday, the chairman of the board and the executives went to Pickens, South Carolina for a concert series out there. Lovely time, lovely time. Came on back Thursday. My son Isaiah had a fun run at his school from 10 to 10:30 last. That was on Friday. And shout out to everyone and my family and friends who gave donations to help sponsor Isaiah for his fun run. He had a 30-minute bracket to do as many laps around the track as he could. Walking and running, he clocked in with 9 laps. So,
Nice.
and all of the proceeds for that are going to go toward them building like a multi-purpose facility for athletic use at the school. Yep. So that was Friday. Let's see. Saturday, the chairman of the board and the executives were in Tega, South Carolina at Catawba Park, and that was a great time. It's right up the road from where a lot of us live.
Yeah.
So with that being said, you get a chance to see a lot of familiar faces before, during, and after the show. It was a great time, great energy. A lot of kids out there, and the cool thing about the type of music that we do, and it being family oriented, a lot of kids were I don't want to say anxious, but they were motivated to get up and come up on stage during our crowd participation segments, and that's always a beautiful thing when you can give a family or especially children musical memories that they can cherish.
Yeah.
And then Sunday. Joined my lovely folks at Mount Dewell Baptist Church Sunday morning, and then grabbed my son. My son was visiting with his mother, picked him up around 4 or so, then went down to Sherrard, South Carolina to visit my mother and family. Had a nice time, some good food, and good company, good conversation, and hey, here we are.
Yeah.
The weekend started over again.
Yeah. That was a busy one.
Yeah. What about yourself, sir?
We kept it light, man. I just had a wedding on Saturday. Every week I always forget where I was on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
So I had a wedding somewhere. Oh, it was in Monroe. It was in Monroe, North Carolina at Camellia Gardens on Saturday. I had a wedding, and then Sunday went to church early. Then we hit up the Texas Roadhouse. Shout out to Texas Roadhouse. They might become a sponsor.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're gonna be patronizing the.
Yeah, we're gonna go live from Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
And then we just came home and we had a little low key Mother's Day at home. Some of the older kids came over and chilled out.
Nice.
Poolside stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What up,
That's
Josh
great.
Walker? What's happening,
That's
man?
great. But yeah, we could do an episode at Texas Roadhouse. Tell them to set up the little back room. Is that the one where you throw the peanut shells on the floor?
No, I forgot what that is, but that's not Texas Roadhouse. know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, some of those steakhouses where it's like, yeah, they bring you the baskets of peanuts, and as you crack your shells and eat the peanuts, you can lose all your home training. Just throw the shells, do everything against what you were taught not to do.
Yo, don't throw those peanut shells on the floor, man. That's wild.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yo, Juan says he's going to be cruising in 3 weeks. Virgin Voyages.
Yeah.
He's going to be live.
Okay.
June 7th to 15th. He's going to be going live from the cruise ship. Follow Juan Velasquez Cruise Planners for sure.
Absolutely. We might have to let him pop in for a minute on that one, huh?
Absolutely.
Is that going to be over the course of a Tuesday?
It has to, 7th to 15th.
Maybe let him pop in and say, even if we have a guest or not, we can still pop him in for a hello and a little view and a little advertisement, you know?
For sure. DJ Sticks is in Portland right now.
Yeah, what up, DJ Sticks? He out there on the West Coast.
What's happening, man? Yeah.
Okay, we love to see you guys shaking and baking, man.
Yeah,
you guys
are some busy folks, man.
And thank y'all for not being too busy to come by and chop it up with your boys for an hour or so. You know, we appreciate y'all, man, because you guys are the water that keeps the boat afloat. We might be in the front of the boat steering and this and that, you know, because our faces are the ones that are synonymous with our platform. You know, but you guys are the water that keeps the boat afloat. So we can never thank you enough.
Yeah,
you know?
For sure. Yo, man, let me tell you about our guest today.
Tell me about it.
This guy, when I lived in Hendersonville for a couple years, a few years back, right? Mm-hmm. And when I was out there, I was just started kind of doing the wedding scene, but I was always DJing, of course. And shout out to DJ Twan, because DJ Twan connected me with this gentleman because he needed a DJ for a party he was promoting. I forget what the club was, but it was some club out there in Asheville, downtown.
Okay.
And he needed a DJ, and Twan shot me the look. And I went and DJ'd a party that this gentleman was promoting. He's like a major, big-time party promoter in the Asheville area. Nice. A lot of big-time artists and comedians and comedy shows and stuff like that that come out to the area. It's, really due to this gentleman right here. Mm-hmm. And now he's also an esteemed author.
Oh, okay. Many hats.
Yeah, he wears many hats, and we're going to have him on to talk about his journey and his book that's just now come out, and some very important lessons that he's going to talk to us about today. Wow. So without further ado, let's welcome in. Hold on. Before I welcome him in, check this out. I had to let him stump for a minute.
Okay.
Let me get this. Yeah. This is a picture of our guy, Joe Greene, his guest for today, talking about his book, his saga. With Early Screening Saves Lives is the name of his book, and talking about the benefits of early colonoscopy screening. And now let's bring him in, now that I brought up that picture, because I like that. Yeah. My man, Joe Greene.
Yeah, me, Joe Greene.
What's going on?
Thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us, man.
Shit, thank y'all for having me on.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you. We are excited, as I am sure those in the chat are excited to get a little more familiar with you, your story, your journey, and all of the many endeavors that you are involved in currently. So it's great, man. You're definitely what do you call it? Famous hustleometry.
Yeah, man. Hustleometry 101. This guy's
hustleometry 101.
Look up hustler in the dictionary. You see Joe Greene.
Yeah, is he the professor? He's the professor of the hustleometry 101 class.
For sure.
Yeah, so you might want to go to add drop, ladies and gentlemen. If you need to add a class and drop one, go ahead and sign up for Hustleometry 101 with Professor Joe Greene.
Professor Joe, the ambassador, for sure.
Yeah.
So, Joe, man, thanks for joining us, man. We always like to start off by talk a little bit about where you're from and your childhood, brothers and sisters, things like that.
Okay. Well, yeah. Again, appreciate y'all for having me on, man. And
our pleasure.
I'm from Asheville, North Carolina, born and raised. Sisters, I got two sisters. I got an older sister, a younger sister, and I got a brother. And then I got a couple people I call my brothers in different situations too. But other than that, though, it's four of us, and again, I'm from Asheville, North Carolina, and
What was childhood like? What was some of your interests and hobbies and things of that nature?
Yeah, childhood was good. Like, it was a life. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, like, I don't know how many people know about Asheville, North Carolina, but it's a different kind of city. You know what I'm saying? Like he said,
Yeah,
like famous said he been in Hendersonville, so
yeah,
he definitely got like
Hendersonville.
he got some kind of brief of it. But Asheville is a different kind of base of
Yeah,
a place, man. Especially for our people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah,
And what I will say too is like, you being from Asheville versus those that aren't from Asheville. A lot of times we look at Asheville like it's, maybe a nice spot to go for vacation, or there's maybe some historic things that we need to check out and everything like that. But I guess if you're from there, that may not apply to you in the same way.
yeah, of course, yeah. Like we don't. We like you said, we from here, so like all that stuff don't really appeal
You
to us.
used
You
to it,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, we used to it,
Gotcha.
and then like it just never really did nothing for us. It wasn't really for us, so it was for the
Mm,
people, like the people that's coming to visit the city and attract them kind of
gotcha.
people. You know what I'm saying? So it's a money
Hmm.
place, but you know, it is
Yeah.
what it is with that.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's great, man.
So
That's
coming
great.
up, coming up in Asheville, tell us about some of the, some of the things that you did early on, as far as whether it be work or when you first started getting into the entrepreneurial life. What were some of your first endeavors, first experiences?
Oh, okay, yeah. So like I said, I came up, man. Like I was playing football. Well, now I started. I played my first year of football, like really tackle football in 10th grade. So
Mhm.
I went to Asheville. I went to Asheville High School. So just got introduced to like a different scene of the world, I guess, all the people at that time. Like you know what I'm saying? Because I'm in high school now. So
Yeah.
yeah. So then like from there we just went in. I think like my first really entrepreneurial like thing was I was a DJ, same as y'all. You know what I'm saying? This
Ah.
back when we was putting the portable like CD players with the tapes,
Yeah.
putting them in the
Okay.
putting them in the tape decks and got the
Yeah.
house speakers booming. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
started off like that. Started off in like 98,
Hmm.
1998,
98.
97, throwing house parties.
Yeah.
So
Well, let me ask you this right quick, since you brought up DJing and whatnot. What got you into wanting to DJ at the time? Was it a love for music or the opportunity to make some income? I mean, what was your perspective on what made you want to get into that field at the time?
oh yeah, nah, DJing like even to this day, like I got an ear for music, you know what I'm saying? I got a
Yeah.
record label too, like you know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
I've been in the game for that music. Like I was always the one that like I was the universal like person, because
Yeah.
everybody might
Yeah.
have this, like come from Asheville, like we never had a radio station here. So
Really?
like yeah, there's no radio station. Even when y'all was in
Wow.
Hendersonville, you probably got the Greenville station, but you
Yeah.
never
Okay.
you passed
Yeah, I
that,
was.
it's
I
over.
think I was. I think I was on my Pandora or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, and
I
like in
really.
like most cities, when you go to the city, like you actually turn on the radio station to hear what's going on in the city.
Yeah.
Like, you
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? And like, when you come up here, we never had the opportunity. So like, you
Wow.
know, but I always like that kind of. I always had a ear for music, so I didn't never just like one kind of category of music. So
Hmm.
I just, just like I guess just got into it like that, just starting to be
Yeah,
around like a lot of different kind of music, and just wanted to, I guess, put that out there to the people that
right.
was my age group at
Yeah,
that
it's a
time.
way of expressing maybe the music that you liked. That was a way, maybe subconsciously, for you, a way to express yourself and to entertain people. See if they like what I like, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We might need to all get together and go in on a radio station in Asheville.
But yeah, hey, look, I've been working on it for years, man, and like
Wow.
there's so many like tapes and different like obstacles. But
Yeah,
like again, I think it's all about who you know. You know what I'm saying? So like,
yeah. Which
no matter,
most things are.
yeah. So
Yeah.
like, we can really put it together. It's needed. Like it's needed for
Mm.
to. I think they won't really give it to us. Be honest with you, because it'll give us a voice.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Like we really can express ourselves in different situations, or really give our
Right, right.
opinions out
Yeah,
there on
yeah,
a different
yeah.
platform.
Yeah.
So I
Hmm.
really think that'd be like you know what I'm saying? But again, somebody
Yeah.
coming from outside,
Hmm.
never know.
My,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm definitely willing to try.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's worth it if it's just for the news and weather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real,
Yeah.
for real. And just
Yeah.
like, and then like, it's a lot of black businesses up here that's in Asheville, North Carolina that that don't even know how to market or promote
and you
themselves.
could get that was going to be my last point, and it gives a local platform for businesses to have to pay for ads, pay for advertisement.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be great, man. We just got a new
we
hustle.
always brainstorming on here, man.
A new hustle for sure. That would be great.
Yeah.
So from the DJing, is that you went from the DJing into promoting parties yourself, or were you doing that at the same time as DJing?
So from the DJing, like we was doing now, definitely throwing the parties too. Like we was caving floors in. That was back in the day. Like we get in the houses, we caving floors in, all kind of stuff like that. So
literally caving floors in.
Yeah, it went from DJing to
So
I went to A&T. I went to North Carolina A&T. You know what I'm saying? I went to play football at A&T.
Definitely caved some floors in.
Yeah.
A&T, yeah.
This after the DJing fact. This one I got into like the party promoting process because I went to A&T and definitely was like coming from Asheville to coming from Fedora. I can say Fedora. I don't know what kind of word it is, but coming from like a predominantly white place, predominantly white place to going to a HBCU. It was a whole
culture shock.
Different way, everything.
Yeah.
So like like I was exposed to a whole different kind of world. So
absolutely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and but that's good though. I mean, just from and even if it was reverse culture shock, it's just good to kind of get out of our own elements and see how other people are doing things, and and it opens your mind. It opens your mind to some different ideas or possibilities. So yeah, that's great because you want to stay in the same place all the time, and then you want to have different experiences as well. So that's great, man.
Of course, yeah.
So you were starting promoting parties at A&T.
Yeah. So yeah, got a
how did that come about?
Got a refund check.
Oh my God! When the school, hey, that take me back. Yeah, when the school give you back a little money towards your towards your tuition.
you invested it.
Before. Yes, sir. So and it is like coming from the DJing and doing the parties already in my hometown, then going to Greensboro and seeing like it's such a big variety of stuff going on. And then just seeing this rubber elbows a certain different kind of people, you know what I'm saying? And like seeing what they was doing. Like they probably intrigued me, like because I went to the parties, like we was a football team, so we going to the parties, you know what I'm saying? And we always got like the VIP treatment as it was at that time. You know what I'm saying? So like, but I seen how packed the parties was and this and that. So I was like, I can do this too. You know what I'm saying? I know this world too. So like, and it went from there. So I'm like, okay, well, I see how they doing this. I'm gonna build me a team. So I probably had about 15 dudes around me. A lot of them football players too. But like, of course, again, we into the party scene now. So this the time when this back then when we was putting flyers out, like we hitting cars. Like
there was no social media.
I wasn't on social media. It was straight like wasn't even no MySpace. I don't know what MySpace was out then.
What year we talking?
99, 2000, 2000.
I don't even think there was no MySpace yet.
That was the street team.
Street team, yeah. So we was on the ground putting the real work in.
Yeah, and I'm sure it helped to like even be I don't want to say be in cahoots, but to know different organizations, fraternities, perhaps. Maybe did you find that maybe they provided a plug for you along the way as far as promoting part? No, you did everything on your own. You didn't go through no organizations.
Nah. Because we was at A&T, you know what I'm saying? Like, for you to do that kind of move like that, you had to be a part of one of them people. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
You had to play, but you had to really do what you was supposed to do. You couldn't just go and just rub elbows with like.
Because they were throwing their own parties.
Yeah, so your parties were all like away from campus and everything like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
I went to the club. Yeah, I went straight to the club scene, like
straight there.
Straight to the club scene.
Yeah. Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
I was gonna see, Joe. Can you angle your device down so we could? I'm sure the ladies want to. Yeah, the ladies want to see your whole face.
Yeah, definitely. I ain't no real. You know, I'm on my
Yeah, we
phone,
don't
so I
want to
don't
give you.
know real
Oh,
right.
okay, yeah,
There
that's
we go.
perfect.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
Oh,
we
perfect.
don't.
okay. Yeah,
We want to
yeah,
do
yeah,
our due diligence so
Yeah.
everybody can see. So if they see you out in the streets, they can give you the head nod.
Like, oh, I see him.
Okay, Favors, go ahead,
Yeah,
man.
I was just
My
gonna say,
bad.
I imagine kind of like with DJing, just like with you when you started DJing back with the CDs, and I was DJing back with the vinyl back in the early '90s. And it's easier now to DJ when you learn how to do it that way. And I
mm-hmm.
imagine promotions a lot the same way. When you learn and started promoting stuff the hard way with the street team and really getting your feet on the ground, promoting with social media is probably easy.
Oh,
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's a way different bracket now. Then
Yeah.
like, but
good
even
point.
with that though, like I think I still would like to get back to the original
The
stuff,
street
like the
team
street team
aspect.
thing, like. But I know we're a little older now, but like
Yeah,
but like everybody, social media is so like I guess saturated now. You
saturated.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Yeah, saturated,
yeah,
especially with
yeah,
the marketing thing. Because once people learn how to market, once people learn they could do it,
Yeah.
they started doing it. Even though it was people that probably had a concept to make it a little more better for them and like really work for them. I guess you know what I'm saying.
yeah, yeah,
But like
yeah,
said, like everybody, like you can't knock it either because everybody want to be their own boss. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yeah,
Especially
yeah.
nowadays.
That's
Yeah.
right.
So
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
they,
I
they
only
like
say I'll say with the major difference in people not doing the street team, stuff, because I'm sure y'all would walk up to people and hand them stuff hand to hand, and as well as post flyers. Everybody's so scary now, and rightfully so. It
mhm.
might make that aspect as far as handing flyers hand to hand might make that a little challenging. But
Yeah.
there's nothing like a being able to hand someone something and give them just a little background on what's going on. It's like almost like a quick sales pitch in that exchange that you
Yeah,
can't you can't duplicate that through social media. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
Hmm.
you can still advertise on social media, but that little personal exchange, you're not able to duplicate that on social media.
Yeah.
mhm. Yeah. It definitely ain't the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
for
important.
sure.
So
Yeah,
then,
man.
as you started and really got your promotions going, I've always been following you ever since we met. This has been, almost 10 years ago now. But I've been following you and I've seen, your hand has been in almost everything coming through. I've seen like
Hmm.
artists coming through and you've been promoting concerts and stuff like that. Let's stun on them a little bit and
Oh, we
tell the
go
folks
st-
about some of the people that you have brought to the Asheville area in terms of comedians and concerts and things.
Okay.
Okay. So like, and he said to keep it real with you, like man, like I don't never like this like toot my horn like that,
I
but it's
know.
all good.
Oh
But
yeah,
I
like
know.
yeah, yeah. We
I
we
pray I
allow it
like
on the show.
well
We
no
just
no
give you a
no I'm
minute to
with it
stun.
though I'm with it like this
Yeah, yeah.
like because these people like because people like they've never heard of Asheville, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for me,
Hmm.
so you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So
Yeah.
I done did from everybody from Styles P to
Mm-hmm.
Slick Rick to
Mm-hmm.
Rob Bass to Dougie Fresh to
Mm-hmm.
um, T.I., the whole Hustle gang to
Hustle gang.
I done did the Kings. I did the Kings of Love tour. That was Pleasure P, Jay Holiday, and Bobby Valentino.
Okay.
I brought Scarface to Asheville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Um, who else?
Face
I got
face
a list.
mob.
I got
Yeah.
69 boys. I got 69 boys. I got who else? I got a long list, man.
That's
And
cool.
I
Yeah.
ain't
It's hard when you're trying
Yeah.
to think of everything on the spot,
Yeah,
right?
you're a modest
yeah.
man. We had to toot it for you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah,
I got
yeah.
I actually did. I brought Mystical here.
Okay.
Mm, 8 Ball MJG.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it seemed like you
Uh,
you you like a lot of the classic acts.
yeah. Like that's really like my, I guess, like my era of
Flavor.
music.
Your
Yeah,
flavor, yeah. Okay,
yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
the era that we came up on. You know what I'm saying? Like we done
Mm-hmm.
did a lot of different comedians too, from Michael Blackson to Gary Owens to Red
Okay.
Grant to
Red
Joe
Grant.
Clare. Yeah, Joe Clare, Linnell.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
Um, who else is I got people that people might not really know their names. From Fredo Davis, his food stamp.
Okay.
Double D, like it's not like, all the Atlanta comedians. A lot of the I
Nice.
did Chico Bean. I don't have
Oh
Chico
yeah, I
Bean
like
here. I
Chico and
had
the 85 South, 85
yeah.
South
I ain't
guys.
yeah. I ain't had a whole 85 South. I had Chico Bean up here. I had I done did Desi Banks up here too. I done did
Okay.
Banks up here too. So I
Yeah,
did a
that's
lot. I
awesome.
done did
Yeah.
yeah. Shawty, what
Yeah,
my
that's.
name is.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I met him in Columbia. I met him playing a gig in Columbia one time. I forget the actual event years ago, and we performed. Then he came through and did his
hmm
set, and he chilled with us after he got done. You know what I mean? He's like, "You
Mhm.
guys, the
Yeah.
real. I can tell y'all the real guys are here."
Yeah.
I was like, "Word, all right, come on, hang out, man."
That's
Yes,
So
awesome,
sir.
that's
man.
awesome, man.
Man's been
Yeah,
putting in
yeah.
all the work, man. Also, you are a co-owner of the No Grease Barbershop, right?
No grease.
Northlake
Yeah, but not
Mall and
yeah. Yeah. Because when you say it like that, because it's like it's No Grease is a franchise. So we
right.
got like
Yeah.
it's like 16 locations right now. So
Okay.
Okay.
I'm part owner of two of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that
yeah. Now that
yeah,
men's and
No
women's
Grease,
hair.
no. Yeah. Of course, yeah. Like No Grease
Men's hair.
Northlake
Okay.
and No Grease Premium, and like No Grease Premium. Actually, we got a combination where it's basically like a male's pampering shop in one
Mm.
stop.
Ah.
So it's
Okay.
in
So you.
it's in the premium outlet malls in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then you
Mhm.
can go in
Yeah.
there. You have to get your hair cut and do
Yeah.
all
What?
that. Then we got a full bar in there,
Okay.
and
What's the
and
pampering? Cucumber
and
water.
no. We like it's inside of the shop. We have a male uh, nail care.
Mm.
Okay. The
So
manis and petties and
yeah,
all
the man,
that.
so like so we got a male nail care position inside there. So like you can they get their hands and their feet done, get a drink
Hmm.
and get your hair cut all in one place.
Okay.
Nice.
And then go straight home. Ladies and
You might
gentlemen.
want to.
Yeah, y'all might need to go ahead and get some wings popping in there too. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we just go straight
Yeah.
home after that.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't get wing sauce in them new fingernails though.
Yeah,
Nah,
right.
you have
Yeah. That's
use some tongs.
yeah. It's pretty.
Nah,
That's
that,
pretty upscale though, man. It's a nice little spot. It's really upscale, man. Like like
yeah.
even like this a shout out No Grease Spirit, man. Just the whole combination of just being a part of their whole like the legacy and everything been a dope run, man. Because
Yeah.
Hmm.
from day one, like I say, come from Asheville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Like for me and my brother and me went into the venture, we seen like I never had seen barbers with bow ties and like dressed up.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
And
different.
especially black professional barbers.
Right.
Hmm.
Right.
So
Yeah, yeah,
that was
because
something that really attracted us to like their whole concepts and all
yeah,
that stuff like that. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Keep it
yeah,
upscale.
yeah.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
I
very
like that.
gentleman-like,
Yeah, I
because
like that,
most.
man. You get to elevate the whole barber experience, man. That's good.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
love that.
that's No Grease barbershop in Asheville, as
No,
well as Charlotte.
Northlake.
No.
Oh,
North
Northlake.
Mall.
North Lake.
All of them. Yeah, both of them located in Charlotte. So
Okay.
North,
I was
yeah,
thinking you. Okay, got you. So in Charlotte, North Carolina, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all check that out because Father's Day is coming up, and you might want to get your father a nice little day at the spa where he can get his hair
Yeah,
cut. He can grab him a little bourbon or what have you.
for
What
sure.
else? He can get his nails,
Little
his
mani
hands and
petty.
feet done.
Yeah,
Absolutely. But
that's a
he
good
tell him he got
idea.
to bring his own cucumber water though.
nah, so we might look out for them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I might
Get
even
you
bring
on.
the cucumbers and you got the water.
Might have to get you on that Tom Brady plan with the avocado eye thing and all that.
Nah, but that's
True
a great
pamper.
concept.
Yeah,
So,
that's
ladies
awesome.
and gentlemen, support that. Definitely
Yeah,
support
for
that if
sure.
you're in the
No
Charlotte,
grease,
Charlotte
premium,
area.
and no grease, Northlake. So now we've introduced this man. You know who
Yes,
he
we
is.
have.
You know what he's about. Now check this out. This guy right
Okay.
here. Reading the nice book there.
Yes.
Early Screening Saves Lives is the name of the book.
ESSL.
And I'm going to put a link up on the screen. You know, your journey that led you to write the book.
So this so I'm 42 now. So I turned of course I turned 40 like right after COVID. You know what I'm saying? And And I actually went and had my first colonoscopy test done. Well, really probably my second. I went and had a colonoscopy test done, and like I had heard probably a couple of like from somebody. I wish I could recall who it was, but somebody where what they told me stuck in my brain, and which I'm thankful for them saying it to me, and I'm thankful for it stuck in me because it probably that's why I'm here talking to y'all now today.
Wow.
So, long story short, I went for my colonoscopy test after putting it off for a couple of months, stuff like that. When I turned 40, and woke up to my results of being having stage 3 colon cancer.
Wow.
So I've been fighting cancer for 2 years now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So but in the whole process of it, like even the day that I was diagnosed, and like the doctor told me that when I woke up, like my first questions was him. So it was like he was like, "Well, Joe, I hate to inform you that you have colon cancer." My first words to him was "damn," and then my second words was to him, "Well, doc, what's my next steps? I got kids." So from this process, I was actually praying for like during the COVID time, like because I had been into the entrepreneur world, I had been into a lot of different things. Like I've been doing all these shows and all stuff like that. And like you said earlier, like promoting and doing parties and stuff like that, and all events stuff like that was shut down during COVID. So he's like, well, what's my next turn, or what can I really get into? You know what I'm saying? What's the next step for me? And like, don't get me wrong, I was praying for a challenge in life, but I wasn't praying. I didn't know that the challenge would be cancer.
Wow.
So I told myself, like I said, well, I prayed for something. I prayed for a challenge, but this what it was handed to me. I'm gonna take it as what I'm gonna do with it. You know what I'm saying? So instead of me accepting it and taking it in and just shutting down and just letting it just take me on out and do what it's gonna do, I was like, nah, I'm gonna tell the world about what's going on with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got enough people out here that love me, and I got enough people that care about me, and that I feel like all the stuff that I have done up to this point built a platform for me to really share like something that can save somebody else's life.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me ask you this. So were you having any type of symptoms before that exam, or you just went and got the exam because you turned 40 and said, this is time?
Nah, just be honest with you, like I'm saying, so you see, I got the barbershops in Charlotte, so I'm working in 2 cities. I'm working in I'm living in Nashville because this is where my kids is at, but I'm working in Charlotte too. So I'm back and forth up the road. I'm up and forth up the road every week. You know what I'm saying? And like, I would think like I'm living in 2 different households. So I'm thinking like in my mind frame, like Nashville, I like my toilet better. You know what I'm saying? So I probably feel like I can use the bathroom better in Nashville instead of when I'm out of town. You know what I'm saying? But the whole concept, the whole time that I'm thinking like that, and like going through having the trouble using the restroom, seeing the blood in the stool, and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? But like this pushing it off, like really, well, excuse me, especially as a man, black, like we like shit. It'll pass by. Like it'll pass. That ain't really done. You know what I'm saying? But like then I try to use the restroom, and I will be sitting there like for like a while, you know what I'm saying, and then get up and like look in the toilet because we all look down and there wouldn't be nothing there. You know what I'm saying? But I've been here struggling to push and stuff like that. But the whole time I'm still thinking like, okay, whatever. Like then I'm seeing my doctor once a year, like, cause that's one thing about it too, though. Even if you see the doctor, you know what I'm saying, there might not be enough, but like I'm not saying people run to the doctor every time something happens, but like especially as a black man, like a man, you know what I'm saying? It's different for us, man. It's different for us. And like I was seeing my doctor once a year. And like I've been seeing my doctor for 20 years. So like I'm telling my doctor years, like I'm telling for years, like, doc, I ain't using the bathroom like I used to. Like my food ain't breaking down like it used to. Like, you know what I'm saying? And every time he would tell me, he would say, well, Joe, you need more fiber in your system. You need more fiber in your body. You need to take some stool softeners or X-Lax and stuff like that. And like that would always be like the solution that I would get from him. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that he was a bad doctor, but I wish that he would have listened to me a little more, and I would have really stood up for myself a little more in the process too, to really let him know like this really is like something that's really affecting me. Like, because I didn't know it would be this result on the other end, but
What I will say, don't fault yourself because you were trusting a professional. You know what I mean? And that professional, in that case, some further, some further looking, and as opposed to just trying to instruct you to do this or do that. So I mean, I know so don't fault yourself on that aspect, because we go to the doctor who's we trust
Yeah.
to tell us what it is. Especially when something's not right with us. Yeah.
Yeah, but like even that though, like like I was saying, like we definitely do that for that. But like what I have learned in like this process and stuff I'm into, like what I've been going through too, like we still got to speak up for ourselves when we feel
Facts.
that ain't enough. Like the information that they're giving us, if we don't feel like that's enough, that they're really like helping us, like we got to speak up more, because we just take the information and just go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go like, okay, well you just said that, that's it. Nah, because like it can be that's what I mean about it. Like it can be a little more like stand up for yourself a little more.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask more questions, right? Like
ask more questions. Yeah. Really get a real definite answer if you can.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said,
That's
Joe,
my
it's
mom
really
there.
hard for us, especially as men, to talk about certain things and to tell somebody that certain things don't feel right or don't look right or don't seem right. We're real sensitive about talking about that. But yeah, you're right. It's real important to be upfront and really try and tackle it early.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your recommendation? Is when you say early screening, is it 40?
Be honest with you, like like I hope that y'all get a copy of the book. You know what I'm saying? Like the book's called The Next Chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes
Early screening saves lives.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So like I came up with this concept, man, because like like I feel like nowadays, that be honest with you, because like I had to educate myself and like really ask questions, because like before all this happened to me, I wasn't talking about this. I wasn't speaking about this, and I never heard a black man talking about a colonoscopy test.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I never heard it. it. So like I feel like if it's gonna come, if I can get cancer, it can happen to anybody.
That's true.
You know
Very true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like this ain't nothing I chose to get. This ain't nothing I went out there to get, or none of that. You know what I'm saying? So it happened to me. So I can take it as crying and being on that end of that. I can really give out here to hopefully save the next person from not to go through the things I have been through. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And that's kind of falling in line with what you were saying. You said you prayed for a challenge, and you have you said a platform or a following of people that have supported you over the years, and this seems like it'll be an ultimate message to those people. You know what I'm saying? And even with you sharing with us today, I see my cousin Rhoda chimed in, and she's like, "Thank you all for covering this topic." And my mom made a comment. I thank God for bringing you through. God can use your testimony to help our men.
Yeah.
And so sometimes, I think we have more than one purpose. Sometimes it just depends on where we at in our lives, or what we're aligned with at the time. So even looking at your story starting out, you obviously had the entrepreneurial spirit. You started out as a DJ, then you got into promotions and things like that. Then you became a partner with the No Grease barbershop. And then upon praying for the challenge, found out you had your medical situation, but using that to write a book and become an author, to spread the information, and wanting to use what you are going through to help someone else. And even if you just help one, it's worth it.
Yeah. So so like the day that I was the day I was going into so I was diagnosed, and then the day I was going into surgery, I actually gave it released it to the world what I was going through. You know what I'm saying? So like, and I did it through social media. I actually did it through social media. And and I told them in my post, I said, I'm letting y'all know what's going on, and like, you know what I'm saying, what it is with this, but like, I'm not putting this up here for sympathy. I'm putting this up here to hopefully open up the eyes of somebody else, you know what I'm saying, and like, go get tested, like, you know what I'm saying, listen to your body, you know what I'm saying, listen to your body, and then so this book just came like I always wanted to write a book, I guess, about my life. You know what I'm saying? Like from stuff I have been through, like the next probably every entrepreneur want to tell about their stories and stuff like that. But like
man.
this was probably like this was real deep for me because like I say, like I shared my life, I shared my story. I gave like this book is really raw and uncut. Like you know what I'm saying? I give like the ins and outs of it. Like I don't sugarcoat
Don't
nothing. You know what I'm
sugarcoat
saying? Like,
nothing.
no, I don't sugarcoat nothing. Like I give it like and I'm giving it from a man's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that been through like the testing and been through chemo, been through radiation. You know what I'm saying? And like the whole time trying to stay strong for your kids and trying to, you know what I'm saying, still trying to live and like how the medical world don't really help people and it really discourage people. You know what I'm saying? And like it's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Get
It's a lot.
get into that real fast if you don't mind. As far as the comment you made, like the medical field, they might discourage people.
Yeah, man, because like this was like with me having cancer now. Like again, like I've been an entrepreneur. I've been doing these things for myself. I've been working for myself for a long time. So when I got my colonoscopy test stuff done, I didn't have insurance. I still like I got Medicaid now because what's going on.
Right,
But that took almost 2 years to get that. So I didn't have insurance. So I had to go out there and find somebody to help me get this test done.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So like, but in the whole time though, what you doing that, like, and I did this during COVID. So a lot of stuff was shut
it's
down.
difficult. It was difficult
so a lot of
to
stuff
do
was shut
anything.
down. But like, a lot of people saying no, a lot of different people saying different things, and like, and like that can be so discouraging for like, because you already don't want to take the test because in your mind frame you thinking they gonna go up in you, do this, do all kind of different things, and as a man, like I ain't trying to let nobody touch me back there. No, like all them different
all
thought processes you're already going through. But then for you to go ask for help and just do different things like that, and they just give you to run around different things like that. It's like it can be discouraging. You know what I'm saying? It can be discouraging.
So specifically, talking to the fact of having insurance versus not having medical insurance is way more difficult, and something it seems like something would change with that, man, because I know in other countries it's not such a deal. If you need medical attention, they won't really deny you like the United States. Yeah, man.
So
it's a lot of backwards
so
stuff.
So in the med like that kind of feel like I can't really like. I'm just talking about like more or less of the process of the colonoscopy test.
Yeah.
Because colonoscopy test, like if you don't got insurance, it's gonna cost you between $1,500 to $5,000 to have the test.
Just the test,
right? Just to have the test, yeah.
Just have the test, but then like the whole concept, the whole deal of everything really is that they had the number at 50 for if you had insurance that they will pay for it. But when Chad Broswood died, the Black Panther, he died from colon cancer. You know what I'm saying? So like when he died, he was 43. But like it got such a big uproar that the number came down from 50 to 45 for insured people. Not saying they just came down just for him, but like his situation has such a big
impact on it.
That they lowered the numbers down, which like Travis he was asking me earlier, like the numbers really need to be lower than 40, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because with me being diagnosed at 40, my kids got to go get theirs when they are 30. You know what I'm saying?
So,
and then with me, like in this field, like with me, like knowing I'm gonna be talking to people, knowing I'm be speaking to people, knowing different things like that, like I started asking questions. I started asking my doctors, my nurses, really getting informed myself because I want to educate myself more now. This is what I know I'm talking about. And like actually the numbers are up 75%. Up 75%. Up 75% in people 30 years old and younger. Again, having colon cancer.
Yep, and I believe too. It goes like, of course, it's contributed to the how things are processed and the things that we consume, the food, man, and the bottom line, man, is like, if you really want to know what's in it, you got to grow it yourself.
You got to, yeah. So the day I was diagnosed, I reached out to a good friend of mine who had went through this journey himself. Like he went to the journey probably a year or two before I got diagnosed, and he actually shared his journey through Facebook, this whole journey, and like he showed it, but he didn't smoke or drink or do none of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up having colon cancer. But like, I reached out to him and told him, he was one of the first people I reached out to when I got my information. He sent me a list of stuff to change my diet.
Yeah, what's
So
some of that? Share with us.
Really, like, it just went from the, like, back to like the alkaline water and different things like the alkaline water and like the seasons that you use, like different kinds of things like that. And then like he sent me like but then I changed some of that stuff, but I didn't change everything. But like the impact that I got from him, he sent me these videos to watch on Netflix. Like what about the health? Like what about the health and different things like that's another. I think it's a couple more, but like when I started watching
what they
them,
really doing.
Yeah, when I started watching that, and I was just like, wow, like they really producing that stuff, and we really put this in our body. You know what I'm saying? I was like, when I had my we ain't got into it yet. I know we ain't got that much time left, but
it's okay.
It's a lot of everything in the book. Everything in the book, but like when I got diagnosed stuff like that, and I had to have emergency surgery. So like I got diagnosed on the 17th of April. I was having emergency surgery the 27th, 10 days later.
Wow, 10 days.
Wow.
10 days later. You know what I'm saying? So like, and they took the mass of a tennis ball out of me. Cancer. Yeah, massive. So imagine a doctor just holding up his hand of a tennis ball to you, saying that's how big that they took that. So that's how much your colon and that's how like your cancer they took up out of you. So like, this like from there I was like, well, they did all that, took all that out of me. Ain't no way I'm putting it back that food. Like ain't no way I'm gonna put it back in
that
me. So
same stuff.
Yes, I've been plant based for 2 years now. So the day I was diagnosed and all that, I went plant based. So I've been plant based for 2 years now. So
That's awesome. So in the book, do you talk more about like the diet and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, I give as much as I can.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like don't get me wrong, like I ain't perfect at it either. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
That's it, one day at a time with it. But definitely, man. Like, man, this this more or less, I was happy with this book, man. Like again, this it's on Amazon.com.
Yeah.
Like
nice.
I see Fame put my he put my my website up, so you can go on the website, you can hit the link and get it from there too. But this it's on Amazon.com, and like I said, I wrote a book, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I gave my story out, so like I told like my kids and stuff like that, like no matter what, like how everything go, like you always got a piece of me here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
facts.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. The book is on Amazon, and it is direct. You can get it directly on Joe's website, which is right here on the screen again, ESSL2021.com. Amazon bestseller, man. How long did it take you to write the book?
Probably I started probably like in October. October, somewhere in there. October, probably about 5 months, somewhere in there, about 5 months. And like I got of course I got somebody to help me write the book with me.
Sure.
But like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But but it was good to finally see it come to light, man. See it to really come and like see like that I can really put my story out there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's great. And obviously it seemed like whatever you have needed along the way, it has been provided for you. Because I mean, I'm sure you didn't imagine being an author before that. I would assume.
No, not really. Like I said, I always wanted to I wanted to tell the entrepreneur side of my story, really. But like this,
but you probably
this came.
Did you mix it up a little bit?
Nah, not really. I kept it really like. Yeah, I kept this one really like I put some of it in there to let people know some of the things I've done. But like this was more or less like really giving it like the like I say, like this conversation don't happen between like black men, period. You know what I'm saying?
True.
It don't happen nothing. So like for it to come from a black man, I really wanted to give it like I had supposed to be given. You know what I'm saying? So we can understand it and really grasp it. Like, take it a little more serious. Like you can look good as you want to on the outside of your body, but you never know what's going on inside of your body.
Yeah. Famous, you mind popping up my mom's last
absolutely
comment or two? She said we should be careful when it comes to eating cold cut meat
and red meat.
Red meat. Yes,
that's polyps, right, Mom? Polyps removed, and the doctor told me that the processed meats are a no-no. Also, be careful with the red meats. Yeah, you know how we be loving some steaks and all that, right?
Yeah, tell your mama thank you, man. Definitely, she telling the truth. And then like, to put y'all up on some more game. like the polyps. So like a lot of times we go have a colonoscopy test done, and the doctors come back in there and they give you the results like, well, we took 3 or 4 polyps out of you, you know what I'm saying, and we'll see you in a couple of years like that. But what they're not telling you is that the polyps are first stages of cancer.
Okay.
So if it would have stayed, so if you didn't get it checked, like within those 5 years, it'd have been full blown cancer. Just off that polyp that they just brushed to the side and act like it really wasn't nothing, just to make you feel like, you know what I'm saying, which is not a bad thing, but it's really like the first stages of cancer.
Yeah.
And they don't put it to you like that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Then another sign
right.
too. Another sign people be looking at too, a dry cough. You know, if you got a dry cough more than like 2 weeks, you might you might want to get like go get seen or get checked just to make sure everything's okay, man. Because a lot of people just
you got a phone call coming in. The money line.
So like that dry cough though, and like, you know, really it can turn into, you know, it can like it'd be the first stages of cancer, man. A lot of people put it off.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, man. I think, that's very, very insightful. I think I'm a purchase your book myself.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna put the book back up,
bro. Yeah, and then like, and if anything, like my biggest thing is like when people get the book, give me some feedback. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
give me the feedback.
Definitely.
Like, you can go on Amazon, leave a review too, or you can give it to me personally. How you want to do? You can put on Facebook, post it on there. I just want I want to hear the feedback. I want to hear if it really meant something to you, if it really stood, if it really helped you out, or if it helped the next person out, or
because it's your.
Then I want to what's name? I like my thing too. I'm speaking. I want to speak wherever I can come and speak at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, here's one. I do a cleanse twice a year and fast from meat, sweeteners, and processed food. Great show today.
Yeah,
Juan, you've been lurking in the back today. You still here?
That's good. That's good stuff, man. We definitely appreciate what you're doing, Joe, and definitely helping to get the word out because, like you said, us young to middle, you know, growing towards that middle part of age, black men, man, we don't talk about these things, and you're doing. That's why you're the ambassador, man. The title of ambassador for sure, because you're definitely helping to get the word out, man.
So when you say ambassador, I'm the black spokesman for colonoscopy test at the age. I'm the black spokesman for colonoscopy test at the age of 40, ambassador.
That's man. That's awesome. And we all around that age, so you know, we got to make sure, fellas, we got to make sure we do what we got to do, you know, to be on top of these things. We're not getting no younger.
Yeah, you got to check yourselves. Check yourselves.
And it ain't for us though. It's for your family. It's for your kids. You know,
that's
it's more for them though, man.
Yeah, because you want to be here. You want to be here for as long as you can to, definitely for the kids, the little ones that's coming up underneath you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's right, man. Everybody make sure you check out the book. Go on Amazon. Go to Joe's website. I'm going to put it back on the screen to buy the book. But like you said, leave a comment. Leave a review. Let them know. Give them some feedback. I'll be doing that myself as well. When I finish reading it, I'll definitely leave some feedback of what I thought as well. And we definitely appreciate that, man.
Yeah, and
make
definitely
sure you check out Early Screening Saves Lives by Joe
Take
Greene.
it easy. Take it easy on the red meats, you know, and try to eat definitely try to get some fruits and vegetables in there. The older I get, I try to become more conscious about those things. Try to make sure I'm eating some salads. You know, I ain't eating just whatever, and going up and down the road. You know, I try to be a little more conscious when I'm grocery shopping. Let me grab some bananas and strawberries, things of that nature, man. Because we come, you know, as you become older, you want to be wiser as well, and definitely, Joe, it was great conversation, man. Great conversation.
Yeah, thank you, man. Same. Appreciate it, man.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Joe, you have any parting words you want to leave us with? Any last
any contact information if anybody wants to, your IG or whatever like that.
Oh yeah, well, I got Big Boy Flies, my IG, BIGBOIFLY. So I created a clothing line for big boys, and like it shut down during COVID, of course, but like we about to relaunch, and you know what I'm saying. So that's the Instagram, but my biggest thing though, like, you know, my thing is please listen to your body. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
That's really what I tell everybody. Listen to your body, man, and like, you know, and just hold it in the road. Listen to your body, hold it in the road. That's really
That's it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
it.
Hold it
absolutely,
in the
man.
road. Let me see. Let's see if I can find you on here right fast.
Yeah, I just put them up in the comments as well. Big Boy Fly on Instagram, or check
All
out Joe
right.
Greene on Facebook. Green with the E on the end of it.
Mean Joe Green.
Yeah,
I hit the follow. You know, I got to do that. That
yeah,
was a
man.
I
football player
appreciate
they used
that.
to call that, right?
Mean Joe Green.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Famous, what you got coming up this week?
Hey, man, this week
I see you.
is
I see
triple
you trying
play.
to fade the music in.
Yeah,
Play
just a
that
little
Grammy
background
music.
music. Triple play this weekend, man. I'll be in I don't remember, but I'll be in Charleston Saturday, Gastonia Sunday. Oh, Carolina Beach on Friday.
Hey,
Charleston
okay,
Saturday,
okay. Wedding down
Gastonia
there?
Sunday. Yeah, 3 wedding in a row, man.
This
3
guy gonna
weddings.
be at the beach. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Beachside
Yeah.
wedding.
Word. Okay.
What
Well,
say you, my friend? Any
The
last
chairman.
words?
I was going to say the chairman of the board, ladies and gentlemen, and the executives will be in Lumberton, North Carolina, Thursday for the Live After 5 event. That will be at 111 East 3rd Street, Lumberton, North Carolina. I will be in Greenville this Saturday with Mr. Brandon Stevens, a former guest of our show. Also, Mellow Groove Brother. We'll be at Hall's Chop Shop in Greenville on Saturday, 6:30 to 10:30. And just real quick, the chairman of the board and the executives will be at Middle C in Charlotte, North Carolina next Thursday, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
That's at Middle C. Let me pull that up right quick. You can always go to thechairmanoftheboard.com. That's 300 South Brevard Street.
Middle C Jazz, absolutely.
Middle
What
C,
about you,
May
Joe?
25th.
Were
You heard?
you speaking somewhere coming up? Anything you got coming up?
Well, actually, yeah, I'll be at my barbershop. We're gonna do the barbershop talk, the ESFL barbershop edition. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna know. I'll be at Premium the 25th.
Oh,
So
tell
we
them
just
about
gonna
your
do it.
podcast too, man. You trying to build
Yeah.
on your show. Go ahead and tell
Oh
them
yeah,
about that.
it's called the Snappy Nappy Dugout Podcast. It's on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And like,
I just subscribed before we came on. Yeah. Go ahead.
appreciate
I'm sorry.
you. Yeah. So definitely just trying to work, man. Just trying to keep, like, you know what I'm saying, spreading this word out here, man, the best way I can, man, the most I can, and, like, you know, appreciating platforms like this, you know what I'm saying, and people
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
you know what I'm saying, every time. And, like, you know, fame is like, you know what I'm saying, like, I had to really, I'm glad you told the story, like, how we met, because I knew you, but I couldn't really put it together, bro. I'm just being honest.
You see so many faces.
I know. I'm the
Yeah,
same
being
way. I'm
honest.
the same way. Like, I know
Like,
we
when you
worked
said that,
together
though, 'cause,
somewhere
like,
before.
yeah, that was my. I was doing a 30-30 night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was like, you came to DJ for Twan, like, was
Yeah.
downtown at the. That's a spot I had downtown. 30-30. I remember.
Nice. Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, when you type in that snappy nappy dugout, put add podcast at the end.
Okay.
That helped me. That helped me just a little quicker find where
That's
he
on
was.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Yes, on
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah. We'll let him
man.
explain to you what all that means.
You gotta listen to the show, and you gotta
Yeah, you
read
gotta
the
listen to
book.
We going over there. We gonna go be on his show too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they coming through. Yeah, so we about to set a day though. They coming through.
Yeah.
Home and home.
Yeah. Hey, real quick, shout out to Mellow Groove. Shout out
Yeah.
to the chairman of the board. Shout out to the executives. Shout out to Praise and Faith Gospel Shop. Shout out to A Touch of Faith, Smooth Sales, the Hour Power Community, our official Earth, Wind, and Fire family. Mr. John Paris, I'm still gonna have you on our platform. I know you guys are on tour right now. And the Honeycomb family. I think that's everybody. And we might as well throw Juan in there.
Juan Velasquez Cruise Planners.
Yeah.
Our
for
sponsor.
Sure. Yeah, Smooth Sales. Did I say Smooth
Smooth
Sales? I try to
Sales,
remember my brother's joint. Yeah, you got some shout outs before we get on out
Nah,
of here?
man, I was just gonna shout out Juan Velasquez. That was it for me today.
All right. Yeah. Any shout outs for you, Joe, before we wrap it on up?
Nah, shout out to y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. You know what I'm talking about? Just keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all subscribe. If you're over on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Facebook, we'll come back and put the put the link in the chat where you can go over to our YouTube page and subscribe. We're trying to build our numbers. The more we build, the more we can do, and it takes all of us working together like a recipe, like a cake recipe. You bring the eggs, I might have some vanilla extract. You got the sugar, you got the blender, you got the flour, and we're gonna work together. And then somebody got the oven, and we're gonna end up with a cake. You heard me?
That's it. Joe, thank you for coming on with us, brother.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, join us next week. We're going to run it back again next Tuesday, same time, same channel, 12 p.m. Thank you all for joining us today. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great rest of the week. God bless. Joe already peaced out on us.
Early screening saves lives. Early screening saves lives.
Yeah. Peace and love, y'all. We do it again. Thank you all. Peace.
Burning.